Welcome all of you to Animats. We shall be doing more sums in linear equations today. As you have seen in our previous video, we had taken up some questions of finding the value of x from an equation. In today's video, we shall be taking up more sums from the same chapter, but they will be little tougher. Okay, so they will be slightly as I said, there are many types in this chapter of finding the value of x. So these sums are going to be a little tough. Each sum has a slightly different method of doing it. So let's see how you have to work them out. Okay, then let us see the first one. 6x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 17. 2x plus 17. Now what do we do here? Here we can see that this sum has, if you see here, it has the x on both sides, isn't it? It has the x on both sides. So the very first thing that we have to do is to bring the x to one side. Okay, so all x terms has to be brought to one side, and now we are going to use transposition for that, and all number terms, that is this constant, goes to the other side. Okay, then this is 6 apples minus 2 apples, that is 4 apples, you can say it like that, and here this is a 12. X is, now I am doing a cross multiplication. X is, this 4 goes down, as I've taught in my last video, this 4 goes down and this becomes a 3. So the value of x is equal to 3. In other words, if I substitute the 3 over here, if I substitute the 3 here and here, I should get both sides equal. That is called as satisfying a linear equation. So if I put a 3 here, see, I get an 18. 18 plus 5 is a 23. And if I put a 3 here, again I get a 6. 6 plus 17 is again a 23. Okay, so my sum is right. So in the exam also, you should substitute this at least orally if you don't have the space to do it in rough, and then check your answer then and there in the examination. Okay, now we are going to take up another question. Now see, this was a type then where we had x on both sides. Okay, now let's see what is the next type. The next type of question is going to be 6 1 minus 4x, 6 1 minus 4x and plus 7, okay, plus 7, 2 plus 5x, 2 plus 5x is equal to 53, is equal to 53. Then how do we solve this? Here we have 6, we have to open the brackets. That's the main work in this sum. So 6 into 1 plus 1 is a 6. Okay, plus 6 minus 4 gives me a minus 24x, plus 7 into 2 is a 14, plus 7 plus 2, so plus 14, plus 7 plus 5x is a plus 35x. So we have actually opened the bracket is equal to 53. Unless we open the bracket, we will not be able to do the sum. Then here we have 6 plus 14, that is a 20. Okay, and this is how much? It's an 11, right? So 35 minus 24, because they are opposite signs, I'm going to subtract. That is plus 11x is equal to 53. Now this equation is almost looking like the previous equations I have solved. So the more you simplify, you see you will get them looking like the previous easy sums. Now 11x, keep it in one side. As I said, don't move the x, and bring the 20 to the other side with a change in sign. Okay, so that gives me a 33. 11x is a 33. Okay, so 11x is a 33 means I can get it as 11 x is equal to then 33 by 11, which is equal to 3. Okay, so my answer is x is equal to 3. This value of x, if I substitute here, you will see that this entire side is going to give me 53 now. Okay, if I substitute x here and I substitute here, and then if I calculate it, this entire side is going to give me a 3. Okay. Now, let me take up another sum which is slightly, you can say, slightly different. I wouldn't say this is tough, but it is slightly different. If you see here, this sum, it is a 3x by 10 minus 4 is equal to 14. Okay, 3x by 10 minus 4 is equal to 14. Again, this is the term which is having the x with it. We'll keep it this side. The rest goes that side with the help of transposition. So 3x by 10 is equal to 14 plus 4, which is an 18. So now my next step is going to be taking this 10 to the other side, but it goes to the numerator. The 3 goes to the denominator. So x is equal to 18 into 10. That is, the 10 goes up, gets multiplied with the 18, and the 3 comes down, divides the product. Okay, so here I have 6, that is equal to 60. Okay, so the value of x is a 60. Let us try it quickly here. This is, see, 3 into 60. Okay, if you multiply it here, you'll get an 18. 18 minus 4, that is 14. Okay, so our sum is correct. The next sum is going to be again another different type. X minus 3 by 5 minus 2, okay, is equal to 2x by 5, is equal to 2x by 5. Now here I can see fractions on both sides, but then there is x in the fractions. So what we'll do, we'll take all the x terms, whether they are fractions or not, to one side. So x minus 3 by 5 minus 2x by 5, that is, when I bring this side, due to transposition there is a change in sign, and that is equal to 2. Okay, now but both of them have the same denominator, so subtraction is not a problem. So here I have x minus 3 minus 2x by 5 is equal to 2. Okay, if this gives me minus x minus 3 by 5 is equal to 2. Okay, so now minus x minus 3 by 5 minus xy plus 1 minus 2, that is plus and minus, that is a minus x minus 3 by 5 is equal to 2. Now I am going to multiply this with this. So minus x minus 3 is equal to, because this is cross multiplication that I am doing, is equal to 10. Okay, then if so, keep the minus x this side, take the 3 to the other side, 10 plus 3, which is a 13. But then I have got the value of minus x here. I don't want the value of minus x. I want the value of x. So what I'll do, I'll divide this side and this side with a negative sign. Now, why do I divide both sides with a negative sign? I divide both sides with a negative sign because if it is an equation. I just can't divide one side with a negative sign. I'll have to divide here. Whatever function I do here, I have to do this side also to keep the equation balanced. So if I divide with a negative here, basically as if I'm dividing with a minus 1. So I'm dividing with a minus 1 here, I have to divide here also. And if I do that, this minus disappears and I get a minus here. So sometimes teachers will just say shift the minus this side. The reason is we can assume that we are either multiplying both sides with a minus 1 or we are dividing both sides with a minus 1. Remember, your final answer should not give minus x is equal to something, rather it should give x is equal to something. So in order to do that, we did x is equal to minus 13. Okay, so that is our final answer. One quick sum now. Now the last sum that we are going to take up, it is 3 by 4 x minus 1 is equal to x minus 3. Now here I can see that this one 3 by 4 has been multiplied with this because there is no sign here, and this is basically, you can say, a small fraction. So the denominator will go that side and get multiplied to the whole of it. Please don't multiply only with 4, but it gets multiplied to the whole of it. So here it is, so 4x minus 3, okay, that is 4x minus 12, and this side if I open the bracket, 3x minus 3. Okay, now bring all the x's to one side, 3x minus 4x, and take all the numbers to one side. Okay, so I have a minus 9 here, they have different signs, so I subtract, put the sign of the bigger number. This side it is a minus x. Okay, now sometimes teachers will say cut the minus from both sides. It is nothing but you are multiplying with a minus 1 both sides. So if I multiply with a minus 1 both sides, x is equal to 9. That is my final answer. Okay, then today's with that we complete with 6th grade sums for linear equations x finding. Okay, so in my next video I shall be putting up problem sums in this chapter. If you have liked the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks all of you.